Friends, Glenda here, and welcome to my craft room. It is Wednesday night, May the 28th, and we are going to stamp with the You Are Remarkable stamp set tonight. I am just getting Facebook up and running here. Make sure that it's good to go. Am I live? I'm live! Yay! Oh, what a banner day this is. I love it when things work out the way they're supposed to. Okay, I've got that running. I've got that up. Hello, Christine. Hello, Alice. Okay. Yay! So, oh, you don't need to see that angle of me. Got to keep my head up, got to get rid of those double, triple, quadruple chins down there. So, welcome to my craft room. We are going to be creating a double spanner card tonight using the You Are Remarkable stamp set that I've been using for a little while now. Hello, Connie. It is the featured stamp set for my class in July. So registration is open for that now. And I put the link to register in the description of the video. So Facebook and YouTube should both have them. So if you want to join me for You Are Remarkable, there is a $20 option where you get the kits. If you live in Canada, you can get the kits for the cards. There is a, what is it, $35 option. Buy the stamp set, get the kits. Tell you, it's almost like they're free. And then if you live outside of Canada and you want to take the class, you can get the tutorial only option for $20, $15. So there's $15, $20, and $35 option. Hello, Norma. And you can also get my monthly tutorial subscription and get the tutorials as well. That's available anywhere. But before we start, I want to give you a little bit of information. So Stamping Up announced a sale starting the 3rd of June and running until June the 30th. It's a BOGO, which is buy one, get one, 50% off for sweets. Now, I've had a few questions from people. I don't want to buy a sweet. You don't have to buy a sweet. Honest, you don't have to buy a sweet. However, if you do, there is a lot of sweets that are available. I think I tried this before and I don't think I can. Can I? Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's the link on there, and I'll put it there. So if you follow the link that I just posted in the chat, and I will try and remember to go back afterwards and add it to the description of the video, that takes you to all of the sweets that are available right now for the sale. So no, you don't have to buy a sweet. Yes, you can buy a piece of a sweet. So say you want the kintsugi sweet. So that's in the, I just want to find the price of it. That's in the annual catalog. Here, let me flip you around so you can watch what I'm doing. Okay, so the kintsugi sweet in the annual catalog. Let me tell you, I've been playing with this for a couple of days. It is fabulous. And my class is coming in August. Okay, that was just a little bit of shameful commercial on my part. I'm sorry. Okay, if you want to buy the kintsugi suite for $107, and say you want to buy the flat in color pearls from the Florals and Bloom suite, you can do that. So you would pay full price for Kintsugi Inspirations suite, the $107, and then you would get the 25 to 27 in color flat pearls for half of $11.75. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, why would I do that? Well, because maybe you want them. If you want to buy a bundle and a suite, you can do that. If you want to buy paper and a suite, you can do that. But you can also, and here's the fun part, you can buy 2 pieces of a bundle and get the stamp set for 50% off. Okay, so let's do the math here. Let me get my calculator, because you know I'm all about the math. So if you want, let's go to Kintsugi, and you want to get Inspiring Imperfections bundle. So if you buy the bundle, where's my pencil? If you buy the bundle, it is $58.50. Okay, so if you buy the stamp set and the dies separately, the Inspiring Imperfection dies are $39, and the stamp set is $26. So you would get that for $13. You would pay $52 instead of $58.50. And you pay shipping and tax on the $52, not the $58.50. So yes, you can buy a suite and you can get a suite for free. But no, you don't have to buy a suite. You can buy a piece of a suite and a piece of another suite, or two pieces of a bundle, or you can get paper and embellishments. They're like buy a piece, get a piece for 50% off. The only caveat is that you will pay full price for the higher priced item and 50% of the lower priced item. Doesn't matter what they are. And I did find one other thing. If you buy, and I don't know how this is going to work, if you put a sweet piece in your shopping cart and then a non-sweet piece, you don't get that non-sweet piece at the 50% off. So you can't buy sweet things and non-sweet things. The 50% only applies to sweet pieces. Hello, Denise. So I hope that made it a little bit more clearer to you and gives you hope that you don't have to buy two complete suites if you don't want to buy two complete suites. Buy a bundle, buy the dies and get the stamp set for half price. As long as the pieces belong to a suite, they are available for the sale. Okay, I'm done now. When I find my card, what did I do with my card? Oh, and it is any of the suites that are available. If you are a demonstrator and we are getting access to new online exclusive products in June that we can pre-order, they're not included. So the pre-order ones are not included. It's the ones that are there now, and it's the ones that are available. So if it's out of stock, obviously you can't order it. But it's the annual catalog, it's any of the online exclusives, and anything that's in the last chance list. So if there's something in that last chance list that belonged, like say Lily Pond Lane, and I don't know whether the stamp set and the dies are still available. I know the paper's gone, but if you say you wanted Lily Pond Lane, what was it called? Was it called Lily Pond Lane? Was it? Let me get down here. So if you follow that link, it'll give you all of the stuff that's eligible. Come on. Where's Lily Pond Lane? I saw it. There it is. Okay. Okay, the dies are gone, but you can still get the stamp set and the designer paper and the dappled dots. So the most expensive thing is the stamp set. So you would get the stamp set at its discounted price of $22.40. And then say you wanted the dappled dots, which are the discounted price of $8.80, you would get those for $4.40. What a bargain is that, eh? Eh? Okay, enough. Let's play. Okay, let me get this. Here's the card we're making tonight. Oh, there's the online exclusives for May. So they're included as well. Here's the card we're going to make tonight. It is a double spanner card. And I call it a double spanner card because it has two fronts. So this one opens up, and then you get to see this gorgeous vellum, and then it opens up to the inside. So I did not color the center of this flower. I want your input. Does it need to be colored, or is it okay uncolored like that? And then, of course, I used a lot of Wing Costello on there. Can you see the bling? Oh, let's get rid of my face. You don't need to see me. There we go. All right. So are we ready to play? Play, play, play. I will be using Memento, Lemon Lime Twist, and Darling Duckling. Then You Are Remarkable stamp set. This one is standalone. There's no dies or punch or anything that goes with it. The birthday celebrations dies, so that's what I use to cut out this. But oh shoot, and I was going to use the new ones, and they're out ready for my catalog release tomorrow, so I can't go and get them. But we'll use this one. This is the birthday celebrations. We're going to use that one. The sentiment comes from Simply Said. Sometimes it's nice to send a card to somebody that just says, "Hi, I'm thinking of you." And then I'm going to finish off with party dots. These are some fun colors in these party dots. Okay. Let's create. So I put the recipe for this card in my VIP group, and I will try to remember to go back afterwards and put it into the description of the video for you. So this is a standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half. And then you take in your paper trimmer and you slice. Let's do it this way. You slice at 1 inch up to the score line, and then you slice at 1 inch on the other side up to the score line. And that gives you a spanner card that has arms that can wave at you. Hello, how you doing? Okay. Apparently I had too much of a nap. Then I have a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 basic white for the inside. A piece of floral and gingham vellum that is 5 1/4 by 4. I have a piece of beautiful bouquet designer paper, 4 by 3 1/4, and that's going to go this way. A piece of white that is 3 1/4 by 2.5 that we're going to die cut and stamp. And then this one is 1 by 1.5-ish, and I'm going to die cut it with another one of the dies from the birthday celebrations. And then we have some ribbon. We have a 5-inch piece of the black and very vanilla ribbon. Then I have a 3.5-inch piece. And then I just grabbed 2 colors from the Baker's Twine 3-color pack. And we're going to use those, and those are about 3.5 inches-ish. And do you see my bow? How it's got the twine is right inside the bow. And then I slice the ribbon into 3. So I made it a real, or 2. I made it a real funky bow. You guys still there? Like, I haven't had any comments, and oh, there we go. Hello, Cynthia from North Dakota. Welcome. Okay, so let's get busy. I'm going to die cut those 2 pieces. Put my twine and stuff over there. Alice is here. Good. I thought maybe I had dropped off or something. We had such a gorgeous day here. It was 27 degrees and very hot. So I didn't do my walk this afternoon because it was too hot. And now it's cold out there. We're supposed to get rain. So I'm hoping that the rain is going to hold off long enough for me to be able to get out there for my walk. Whoa. Okay, it just grabbed my door and slammed it open. The wind. Hello, Barb. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Christine. Okay, going through the die cutting machine. So I'm all set up for my catalog launch party tomorrow. If you live locally, drop in between 1 and 4 and see what's going on in the studio. If you're not local, you can join me tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock, and I will be live in my VIP group. I will be live in my Facebook page, and I'll be live on YouTube. So you can join from anywhere, and I am going to be showing a whole bunch of samples, some of the new products. We'll go over sales and stuff. Hello, Allison. So if you're local, join me. There is a make and take. Not guaranteeing if you don't let me know that you're coming that you'll be able to do the make and take because I only made so many of them. But if you are joining me, if you're not local, then join me tomorrow night. I have a mess on my glasses and it's got a big blob. Hang on, I have to clean them. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to see. Oh, that's better. Just check status of my order. It was originally supposed to be here today, but now no status info. We are expecting rain about 1. Yes, rain. Yuck. Oh, Alice, that's not good. Does it say that they will give you an estimated date as soon as they can? Yeah. Sometimes it's very frustrating when it's something you want to play with, create with, and UPS is making it difficult. Hello, Eddie. Oh, Eddie's got me on her TV. Okay, I'm going to stamp the flower onto this piece for the front. There we go. There's that. Now I'm going to, I don't know, I put my ink away. I am going to stamp the inside. So I need to remember that this is a hamburger card, not a hot dog card. I don't want to mess it up like I did last night. And then we had Sunshine Club today, our last stamp crafts for the year. And one of the ladies there did exactly the same thing. So I told her I knew exactly how she felt because I did it. She did it in front of the 12 of us. I did it in front of how many? How many people saw my screw up last night? Was it last night or Monday night? Don't even remember. Okay, here's the envelope. Okie dokie. Now, got to stamp the hello. And in order to do that, I am going to put it on a dark background so I can see where it is. There we go. Now we're going to color it. So you can color this stamp if you want with Stampin' Blends, but it also has filler inner stamps. So we're going to use the filler inner stamps. We're going to use Darling Duckling because I'm pulling the yellow out of the vellum. So we'll get that. Now, should I color the center of that flower or should I leave it? And if I should color it, what color should I color it? Now, this is a two-step stamping. So you hover it about 1/4 inch above, make sure all your lines line up before you push down and color your flower. Very easy to color these flowers. Look at this. Now I know Darling Duckling is a little greenish when you first stamp it, but it does turn yellow when it dries. So I just want to say hello to everybody who watches and doesn't comment. I know you're there. I appreciate you being there. And if Vic is watching, a special hello to Vic, who comes in where Janet is watching and says hi to me, and I don't know he's there. So hi to Vic and hi to everybody who is there and not commenting. I appreciate you joining me. Okay, so now I'm doing the leaves in oops, I missed lemon lime twist. I'm off a little bit, but that's okay. I can redo it and nobody will know that I messed up. Got to get this at the right angle. Get things all lined up and stop talking. Pay attention to where I'm stamping. There we go. Hello, Susan. There we go. All right. So there's the inside. Now, shall I color the center of that flower or shall I leave it? Meanwhile, we'll do this one for the front. I opened my window a little tiny bit. So my window is actually a garden door in my craft room. And I opened it a bit so it didn't get hot in here. And the wind grabbed it and it's wide open and I'm freezing. Maybe pecan pie. Nobody is answering. So I'm just going to go ahead and make an executive decision to stamp the center pecan pie. There we go. There's our flower. We'll do this one, sort of the inside. Oh man, that wind is just whistling through my craft room. Medium brown for center. Yes, thanks, Eddie. Perfect. Got to close my window. Hang on. I might have to put my winter coat on to go out for my walk tonight. All right, we have our pieces all stamped. Now it's time to do some assembly. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach the beautiful bouquet designer paper to the front piece in the center. Pecan pie, says Susan. Now, shall I? Let's do another choice. So here's the paper I'm using. Shall I use the yellow side? Like that? Or shall I use the Calypso Coral side? The pink side or the yellow side? Oh no! Connie says she's busy cleaning up some water she knocked over. I hope it didn't go all over your crafting supplies. Still have that spot on my glasses. Okay, so shall I do the yellow one or the Calypso Coral one? And while you're just, Eddie said pink. While people are deciding, I am going to attach the vellum. Maybe I can get my adhesive to work. There we go. So you'll put adhesive only where it's going to attach to this. Oh, that was dumb. Is that going to show? Let's see. Oh, it doesn't. Look at that. I was supposed to use glue on that, but apparently the vellum is okay with Stamp and Seal. I guess it's because it's colored. Hello, Pat says yellow. Norma says yellow. Allison says yellow. Norma says yellow. Susan says yellow. Barb says Calypso Coral. Diana says yellow. So I guess we're doing the yellow part because we got more yellow votes than Calypso Coral votes. So we'll put that on. I did not get a chance to make a card today, but I finished off a kintsugi card that I am doing for the weekend. My silver sisters and I are, dang, I didn't put the ribbon on. My silver sisters and I are doing an all-day retreat thing for our teams on Saturday. And I think there's 11 or 12 demonstrations. So I was working on what my demonstration is going to be. I'm just working on it today. So you know that it's kintsugi. I was supposed to put my ribbon on and I didn't do it. So I had to pull it all off and start again. So now we're going to, oh, look at how striking that looks. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to use my grid paper to get it lined up. I want it sort of just south of halfway. Like that. Let's see. Might be, need to be a tad higher. Let's just put that there. We'll move it down 1/4 of an inch. And then we'll move this all up 1/4 of an inch. There we go. Now I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of tear and tape. I have such a mess. And I have nothing left in my craft room for the new stuff because it's all down in my studio for tomorrow. So I'll have to show you those new dies soon. Oh, I'm missing a whole conversation. Hopefully it'll come tomorrow. Provide a delivery date as soon as possible. It's stuck being cleared in Richmond. I hope it. 32 today, Diane, in Saskatchewan? Holy Aunt Jemima. It's too hot in the day to finish all the chores, so just got in. Tomorrow's supposed to be 33. Holy man. That is unreal for rural Saskatchewan. Last night, 73.94 saw. Needs color. Kind of like color uncolored. Oh, the people watching tonight, yeah. Yeah. Well, my problem was I had gone back to read the comments and then I didn't see the current one, so I thought you guys were being quiet, but I am reading them now. She was occupied by the snowstorm coming through her craft space. Yeah, windstorm. Marie said pink. Okay, I'm trying to get the liner off of this. Now, I'm caught up in those comments. Just a couple of cardstock frames and a stack of pencils. Oh, well, that's not too bad, Connie. No, I was Alice, sort of. I was not seeing them, but they're there. Oh, Pat's going to be at the SSS Super Team event on Saturday. So that's just one of the perks of being part of my team. We do these every catalog. So there's 3 a year and they're completely free and we give out prizes. Everybody does something different and there's 3D stuff and there's fun folds and there's techniques and there's scrapbooking and there is so much. Armstrong hit 35 today, 32 in Alberta. Oh my gosh. Crazy hot and windy. Our north is burning up and Manitoba is under a state of emergency for fires. Oh my God, already? It's not even June yet. Oh my good Lord. We're going to have a tough summer. I can see it. Okay, so I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. Prairie girls are hot, says Pat. Hot stuff. Hot stuff. Okay. So I'm not putting the dimensionals over top of where the ribbon is. I'm just doing them above and below the ribbon. One more. There we go. All right, let's get that on. Now I'm conscious of 35 way too hot for you. Yeah, I would imagine. No air conditioning because you're not used to those temperatures. That's our normal summer weather is between 35 and 40. We do have air conditioning. And with our house, we are completely surrounded in trees, so we don't get a lot of sun. And I don't use the air conditioning a lot. Sometimes I sit around at 35 or 37 degrees outside and I sit inside with my sweater on. Yes, it's true. I fully admit to that. Okay, so now we're going to take our twine and the short piece of ribbon. Thread that through and thread this through. Okay, that didn't work. Let's just go in here and grab these. There we go. All right, so that's kind of centered. I made these really long. Now we're just going to tie a knot with all three of them at the same time. A knot. Now my friend Shanna taught me how to do funky knots, as she calls them, where you have different pieces in your knot, and then you cut your ribbon so that it fluffs it out. So I'm going to first of all cut the ends off like that. And so we're supposed to have rain tonight, which is a good thing because my new cucumbers are out there going, it's hot out here. Cucumbers don't like that heat, I don't think. They kind of like cooler weather. I think the heat is what killed my last ones. Now I'm just going to slice this down the center like that. And see how it makes it a little bit fuller? Now this you can kind of play with the twine and get it showing on top. And then we'll slice this down. There we go. So there we have a nice, full, fluffy bow. I should have had yellow in there. I used yellow on that one, but I didn't plan on using the yellow background. So, oh well, it is what it is. Now put my ribbon scissors away so I don't cut paper with them. If you know, you know. That. We'll put one down at the bottom. So we're putting this part up on dimensionals. So tomorrow night, don't forget, starting at 7 o'clock, not 7:30, starting at 7 o'clock p.m. is my catalog launch party. There, if you want to be entered into the draw for the treasure hunt, the treasure hunt link is on Facebook now. Does anybody want me to put it into YouTube, the link for it on YouTube? And download it, answer it, take a picture of it, and send it to me. And your name will go into a draw for something fun and funky. I'm not going to say what it is because if you live in Australia, I'll still send you something, but it won't be the same as if you live in Canada. but it'll be something fun. I put the inside in. Now I'm going to put the blingy on, and then we're going to use Wink of Stella, and then we'll be done. These are called party dots, and they are in Peach Pie, Pool Party, and Pretty in Pink. So a very good combination for what we're doing. We're using the Pool Party, and we use the yellow ones. Well, they're not yellow, they're Peach Pie. That over there, Peach Pie over there, and then we'll put one blue one up here, I think. There we go. Oh, thanks for watching, Pat. Have a good rest of your evening. And we are done. The card. That's it. It's a quick and easy card, but it's so fun because it gives people two things to open, not just one. Okay. Oh, Lord. YouTube is not scrolling my comments. Yes, Marie. Marie said, Diane will keep you all in our prayers that fires get under control and fast. Did you get shown the dragon knot? Nope. I forgot what it was called. I thought about asking, but then I thought, well, I can't remember what it was. So let me get a piece of paper. Hang on. And I'm going to write that down. Dragon knot. I will ask him. Thanks, Barb. Hello, Lena. Thank you. Thanks, Sonia. Christine says Wink of Stella. Ooh, thank you. Some days I just have to be reminded. Now remember, because I stamped this, if I just do the whole thing in Wink of Stella, it's going to reactivate all that ink, and you're not going to get the definition from this stamp set. So it's a distinctive stamp set, which means it has texture in the stamps. And if you use Wink of Stella and reactivate that ink, you will get it all the same texture, and then it doesn't look the same. So be cautious with your Wink of Stella, and in this instance, less is more. There we go. So I just did it. Can you see the wing there? And then I'm going to put some on the inside because why not? It deserves to be fun and funky as well as the outside. See, I'm dotting on the center because I don't want to reactivate that pecan pie ink. And just down the center of the leaves. There we go. Now I'm done. Thank you, Christine, for reminding me. If you have enjoyed my video tonight, I would appreciate it if you would hit those emojis. If you're watching on YouTube, then subscribe to my YouTube. It's a fun fold, Alice, and it's really easy to do. Okay, well, when you remember what the name of the other knot is, send it to me. Thanks, Christine. Okay, so I'll bring me back in. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you joining me tonight if you are watching me live, and I appreciate you watching and not commenting. I know you're there, and I do appreciate you watching. And if you're catching the replay, thank you for catching the replay. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend time with me in my craft room. And I hope you will join me tomorrow night, starting at 7:00 p.m. It's a half an hour early because we got a lot of stuff to show. And I will be going through the catalog and showing you the stuff that I have and samples I have for stuff. And we'll do the online exclusives, the May online exclusives. We'll do them as well. I don't have everything, but I do have a lot because I've got swaps. I don't have to own it all, but I got swaps. That's why I do them. Thanks, Janet, Connie, Susan, Barb, Lena. Hello, Diana. Thank you so much. Give her a thumbs up. Yes, please. Thank you. Well, you can always, I know it won't be the same, but you can always catch the replay. If you can't catch me live tomorrow night, the replay will be there on YouTube and on Facebook. And then it will also be in my Friday recap with the YouTube link because, Facebook deletes things after 30 days. After how many 20 some years of Facebook, 30 years of Facebook, they decided that's it, 30 days. You don't need to see videos anymore. Thanks, Susan. Yes, I'm glad you're going to be able to make it. And I don't know what time you work till, Susan, but if you're off before like around 4 o'clock, you can always pop in. The displays will still be up and you'll be able to see them in real life if you want to. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles.